Welcome to Traveling Oracle, the magical podcast, where we talk energetics, spirituality, and how you can use this etheric knowledge to drastically change, transform, and up-level all areas of your life. Are you ready for the glow up? Let's go. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Traveling Oracle, a magical podcast. Super excited. Y'all know I'm always excited to be on this podcast with you. And to those of you who are watching on YouTube, because I am recording this episode to put on YouTube. I don't do it all the time, but just for a few of the episodes. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're looking for other episodes of this sort of thing, check my podcast because, I have episodes in abundance on magical subjects, on spiritual subjects, on all the things. Disclaimers as per usual. I am recording at 12 in Bali right now in my hotel room. You're gonna hear some bikes passing. You're gonna hear some dogs barking. You're gonna hear some chicks chicken. Chicks chicken. Whatever it is, just please excuse that. I record in real time as I travel and as I live my life. So guys, what are we talking about today? Also, podcast people, I might refer to things to do with using your eyes. Just know that that's for the YouTube people. Just excuse it. Okay. So today, what's been on my mind heavily for the past couple days is what's stopping you from being the best version of yourself? What is stopping you from being the best version of yourself? The person you've been striving to become for years. The person who's trying to achieve certain goals for years. The person who's trying to live a healthier lifestyle for years, shed some weight for years, start that business for years. The person who's been trying to do these different things and be this different person for years with no progress or no success. What is stopping you? And I'm hearing that some of you have been blaming circumstances, blaming the ops, blaming the haters, blaming parents who didn't do well parenting you, blaming society for not providing as much opportunities as it did for others, blaming all these other things outside. And it's like, while those things play a factor in what's going on with you, the biggest problem in your life is you. And I told y'all in a previous episode that the messages that are coming through this year are raw, unfiltered, and can hurt a bit. Because it hurts to hear that you are the problem with your life. And why would I say that you are the problem with your life? Because you are in the driver's seat of your life. If you are an adult, you are in the driver's seat of your life. All decisions that are made, even those that are made for you, you've made the decision to go along with, right? You've made the decision to go along with or give your power to somebody else. You are the problem with your life. And it's only through understanding and accepting that principle can you make the changes necessary to be the best version of yourself possible. Period. So I want you to stop right now. If you're like, this girl talking some BS. Okay, cool. I want you to stop right now. And I want you to think back to any traumatic, I don't even want to say traumatic because it doesn't have to be trauma. Any area in your life where things are happening that you're not happy with. Things are not flowing. Maybe relationships that haven't worked out in the past. Just think back to a situation where things were not great, where you have blamed somebody else. And here's the thing about taking responsibility for your life. It doesn't mean that other people didn't do those things. It just means that even though this person did this to me, and I acknowledge that and I can see that first because that's how human beings work, I have to understand that there's a part that I played as well. And I have to take the responsibility in my life for the parts that I've played in situations that have held me back, in situations that have held me down, in situations where I felt hurt. So look back to those situations, pause this if you need to, and think, all right, guys, there is a spider on my bed. Give me 1 second, honey, because this spider is not about to eat me at night. Yeah. That was dramatic. That was dramatic, but I'm back. Yeah, think back to that situation. And more than likely, you've already identified what the other person has done or what someone else has done to cause the situation. But think back now and see, what have I done to help this situation along? Where could I have done something better? Where could I have done something different? Where did I contribute to this situation going up in flames? Because I guarantee you, every issue in your life, the common denominator is you. Point blank and the period. Point blank and the period. And so a lot of you are not able to enact change in your life because you refuse to acknowledge the only common denominator in all of your situations. You. So once we've been able to realize that, oh crap, I'm the problem with me. I'm the problem with me. I am the problem with me. It's okay, because if you are the problem with you, it means that you have the ability to shift it. It means that you have the power to make the difference. If all the issues in your life were as a result of somebody else, something else, things outside of your control, then you would be screwed, because you can't control other people. You can't control external circumstances. You can't control the weather. You can't control the rain. You can't control the economy. You can't control anything outside of yourself. And so if the problems in your life, if the things that hold you back in life were due to things externally, you would be screwed. But thank God, the problems in your life are due to you and your decisions. Now you can make different decisions. Now you can choose different paths. Now you can be a better version of yourself. And this is why people who don't have a practice of going inwards, whatever that may be, whether that's meditation, whether that's nature walks alone, whether that's even moving meditations, like some people meditate through exercise, like they have to move their body, and it's through the movement of body that they're able to focus inward. Whatever it is, people who don't have a practice that allow them to go inward will never be able to understand the degree at which they control, they destroy, they block their own progress. Because the most dangerous person, the most dangerous hater in your life, the most dangerous block of progress in your life is you. You're the one who has the ability to either get up earlier or get up later. You're the one who has the ability to decide whether to eat something healthy today or to eat something unhealthy today. You're the one who gets to decide whether you're going to get up and create that content right now, or you're going to wait till 3 days down the road to create the content, or you're not going to create the content at all. You're the one who gets to decide whether you're going to put in that application for that degree or you're not going to put in that application for the degree. You're the one who gets to decide. And when you're unaware of how much your comfort zone, how much fear of stepping out of your comfort zone has been influencing your decisions, has been causing you to behave or react negatively in certain situations, has been causing you to deflect or hide or sabotage situations. When you're unaware of that, you just go into a tailspin continuously in your life, wondering, why is my life so shitty? Why is it that everybody out there looks like they're having a great time, yet bad things always happen to me? Why is it that all these things always fall apart for me? There is a reason. You're just oblivious to it because you haven't created that inner connection. You haven't gone on that inward journey to understand what triggers are influencing your actions, to understand what subconscious thoughts are influencing your behaviors, to understand what is in the driver's seat of your life. Because if your life is going in a direction, because if you want a 6-figure business, if you want a healthy, loving relationship, if you want a beautiful place to live, and you've always wanted those things, yet your life continuously looks like the exact opposite of the things you've always desired, it means that something else is driving your life. Because if you want X, yet your life is always going in the direction of Y, who is driving it in the direction of Y? Why is it that you want X, yet you're continuously creating and doing actions that carry you to Y? Something else is in the driver's seat. Who is in the driver's seat of your life? Who is it? It's that hidden version of you. That version of you that lurks beneath the surface that you're unaware of because you don't do shadow work, or you don't do enough shadow work, or you're so caught up in the nitty-gritties of the world. And by nitty-gritties of the world, I mean you're so caught up living, you're so caught up surviving. That's the most common thing, because most of you aren't caught up living. You're caught up trying to survive. You're caught up trying to pay bills just to survive. And when your energetic capacity is so filled and busy with survival, because remember, nothing exists outside of survival if that's the space that you're living in. If you're struggling to survive, you cannot pass that place to think of higher things, to think of bettering your life. You're just concerned with getting from point A to point B, surviving, working today to pay a bill tomorrow so you don't get kicked out of your house, so your light doesn't get turned off. If you're stuck in survival mode, you do not have the capacity to receive, to internalize, or to process anything else. And that's why I do all the programs that I do. That's why I publish and create all the programs that I've created, to take you out of that space of I just need to survive so that you can start living. You're not put on this planet to barely make it. You're not put on this planet to barely scrape by the skin of your teeth. You're here to live. You're here to experience. You're here to level up in your consciousness. And in order to do those things, you've got to bypass the survival state. Seek the help you need. Some of you can't pass the survival state because you refuse to seek help. You refuse to say, I've been trying for years and it's not working. I'm going to make the sacrifice and get help. Go to a counselor. Go to a therapist. If what your problem is energetics, go to an energy healer. There are tons of us out there. Seek help. It's okay. My life didn't change as drastically as it did until I said to myself, I'm going to sign up for a course to help me heal these subconscious stories. I'm going to sign up to a course for wealth energetics because I know I have wealth energetic blocks. Nothing shifted for me powerfully until I sought help. Is it seeked help or sought help? I think it's sought help. Until I sought help. And that's a powerful message for someone this year. Are you going to do something different this year? Because the year of blasé, que será, será, of umming and hawing and wondering, that was last year. This year is the year of action. And not just, don't think action in terms of doing, pushing. I'm just gonna push through. Not that type of action. Aligned action. Stopping to think and listen, to hear the guidance of where you should go, and then putting in action. And the stopping on listening part, is the journey inwards. A lot of you are pursuing things hard that are not written on your soul, and that's why there's no success. That's why you're not producing the results that you desire, because that's not the thing written on your soul for you to carry out in this world. You're picking up somebody else's mandate because it looks good on them. You're picking up somebody else's mandate because someone else is prospering, because that's the thing they're here to do. You will not prosper in somebody else's path. You will not prosper by trying to carry out someone else's calling. Too many of us are out there trying to emulate successful people. Your path is your own, their path is theirs. What is written on your soul? And in Awakened, that's what we are journeying to discover. We go on a journey inward to connect with your soul, to find out what is written on my soul. And it's only when you connect and you find that answer, will you find peace, will you find purpose, and will you find success. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Who are you? What are you put here on this earth to do? And if you're feeling that friction in your life, that you're not doing the right thing, as in you're not where you're supposed to be, you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, that's your soul trying to tell you, beep, beep, you're going in the wrong direction. Hello, recalculating. Recalculating. You've taken the wrong road. You've turned left when you need to turn right. You're not on the right path. I had that for years. I was living the life I was told to live. I was doing in the job that paid me well. I was the responsible adult doing adult things in society, being a good member of society. And every day, every morning when I got up with the knowledge in my soul that this is not the life I'm supposed to be living. I would go to the laboratory where I was working. I'll be doing all my tests and I'm like, this is not where I'm supposed to be doing. I hate this. This is shitty. And a lot of people attribute that to people being lazy and not wanting to be productive members of society or blah, blah, blah. Nah, it's your soul saying you're not made for this. Because I guarantee you there's an accountant out there who loves his job, who loves numbers, connects to them with energy, loves it. If you don't love it, it's not for you. So start that journey to figure out what is for you. It hurts my soul to think that someone out there is going to go through another year doing things they know they shouldn't be doing things that grate on their soul. Is that gonna be you? Is this gonna be another jarring year of you doing things you hate? Seek help. If you need to change your life, seek help. There are energy healers like me who have tons and tons and tons of programs to help you to get on the right path. And if you don't resonate with me, if you resonate with somebody else, go with who your spirit is connecting to. That's the work we're put here to do. To activate people's soul, to say, listen, you're not crazy. You're absolutely right. You're meant for more. You're meant for something different. You're meant for something bigger. It's okay. You're not narcissistic. You just have a strong intuitive hit telling you you're not where you're supposed to be. 2023 is the year that you do something about that voice. And let me tell you this. For some of you out there, if that voice is strongly telling you, hey, you need to do this. You need to quit your job and travel there. You need to quit your job and start this company. If that voice is strongly telling you to do something for years and you don't do it, some of you, you're going to find yourself in a situation, life puts you in a situation where you must do what it says. For some people, it's serious car accidents. For some people, it's the death of something. A lot of times when you have a very strong calling that you're ignoring, life puts you in a situation where you have no choice. I went to a sound healing in Ubud, and the guy who was leading it, he's a shaman, and he descends from some of the native Indian tribes in America. I don't remember specifically what or which one. And he was talking about the fact that he was in some job, a regular job, like a lawyer or something like that, had his business, and he kept hearing that call. He kept hearing that call to magic, to shamanism, to mysticism, and he kept ignoring it because it's like, listen, I'm an established member of the community, have my practice, have my job, have my, you know what I mean? Like, I am established in this thing. Like, what do you mean you're calling me to mysticism? And he ignored it until he had a terrible accident that broke bones, had him in the hospital for months. And that was the thing that was a catalyst for him to say, okay, all right, I listen. And he turned his life completely around and went into shamanism and mysticism and energy healing. When spirit calls you, listen. Answer. Ask for guidance. Do not ignore. Do not ignore. I'm going to leave that right there for it to marinate, because that's already a powerful message. What is stopping you from being the best version of yourself? What is written on your soul for you to carry out in this life? And are you going to make a change this year or not? It's as simple as that, my friends. Simple as that. If you're new here to this podcast, there's a link down below where you can connect with me on Instagram, on TikTok. I have tons and tons of content to help people to understand their path in life. I have 2 programs running right now. Awakened, which is the journey within to balance your mind, your body, and your spirit, to connect deeply, to access that divine energy inside. And Unleashed is my manifesting container, doing big things, helping people to understand how to prepare their energy and prepare their vessel to receive and hold huge energetic manifestations. Guys, I will leave you right there. Think about these things. And if you want to talk to me about it, send me an email, send me a DM, I respond. I love you guys. There's 2 minutes left on my camera battery. So I am going to end here, and I'll see you in my next episode.